I am chosen, I am free, I am living for eternity. Free now, forever.
So I'm just going to invite Hannah, Lauren and Keely just to come up, and they're just going to prophesy a little bit. Come on, let's give these three a hand. So they're just going to minister a little bit just now. Go for it.
Hi. My friends. Sorry. Stuck. Okay, good. You're holding the camera. I have a word for you. It's very simple, but I just saw a picture of, when someone would light like a line of oil or something leading up to some bigger explosion of fire. And I saw that that is like who you are, that God has already lit that line of oil, and it's like you're on fire, but it's leading up to some greater explosion. And I just heard him say, get ready for the boom. That's all. Is it Jamie? Yeah, I got a word for you in worship before I knew anything about you at all. But I just saw the story of the disciples fishing in the boat, and they're like putting their nets in, and then Jesus comes up and he's like, oh, here, do it again. I promise there'll be fish this time. And that was a very short version of the story. But yeah, and I felt like God was saying that what you are doing, it requires a miracle. But he is the God of miracles, and he will give you a miracle. Yeah. And in the whole story of like their fishing, I felt like he was also saying that what you were going after, it will actually feed you as well. It's feeding people around you, but it will feed you. You will get to eat the fish. Yeah. This man here with the glasses. What's your name, sorry? You. Harry? Eric, sorry. Are you a musician or at all? No? Okay, that's okay. That was just a random question. I just like to ask questions. I just felt like God was saying that in your life or in this season that there's been a lot of cutting back and things kind of transforming and morphing into different things. And I simply just heard God say that it was all just pruning, that there is going to be much greater growth in your life, and that growth is going to produce a whole lot of seeds, and all those seeds are going to just be swept around the earth, and you're not even going to know like where these seeds have gone that you have actually planted from one little thing that's grown into a big thing, and then those seeds have gone everywhere, and they've sprouted up into massive trees. But yeah, your life has a lot of fruit, even when you don't see it. Where's Gay? Is he here? There you are. Hi, sorry. I just felt like God was saying that this will be a new season of sweetness in your life, and that he is saying that you just taste and see what he is doing, taste and see. And I heard the word savor, which is just like savor what he is doing in this moment. Savor everything. It's like just soak it up, experience it, dwell on it, like meditate on everything that he is doing, and it's only getting sweeter and sweeter and sweeter and sweeter. But yeah, bless you. Okay, these are two just kind of words of knowledge. Is there an Alan here? Got this word last night. Okay, maybe I'll see him again. Is there a Joan? Joan, yay! I just simply heard God saying that he's restoring passion and life. And life abundantly in every form. Life. That's all I have. I'm so glad there's a drone here. That's
So cool, Keely. Hello, I'm Hannah. What? It's so good. Okay, I just have a couple of words of knowledge. Is there a Margaret in the house? Margaret. That's cool. All right. Is there a Sydney in the house? No? Cool. All right. Margaret and Sydney. Yeah, is there any close family members? Yeah. Okay, cool. No worries. Okay, I have a word for you. What's your name, sorry? Jane, cool. I just saw you holding a rose. And you were holding it as if it had thorns, but it didn't have thorns. And I heard the Lord say, just trust me, you won't prick your finger because I have no thorns. And he said, I won't hurt you. And he wants you to know that you can gaze on his beauty without having to worry, and to know that you're holding him as much as he is holding you. Yeah. Yeah. He wants you to know that he's trustworthy. He's the most trustworthy person there is. Yeah, cool. Cool. That's it.
Cool. Hey everyone, I'm Lauren. Alright, I have a couple, sorry, we'll start from the top. So, what was her name? Millie or Amelia? Yeah, I got this word last night for you. I just heard the Lord say that you're in the right place. And I felt like he was taking you deeper. And every time we, like last night and this tonight when we were singing deeper than we've been before, every time we sang that, I just saw your face. Like even if I was just like, and I've never met you before except for last night. And so I just felt like God was saying that this place that we call deeper, it's like the place where we're going deeper, like what is that place? It's a place that you've dreamed about, and it's like a place that you've hoped to go. And I feel like that this deeper place is visually is like a shipwreck on the bottom of the ocean, and it's filled with treasure and it's filled with gifts for you to find and for you to keep. And I just feel like he really wants to take you deeper. God really wants to take you deeper so that you can have these treasures and that you can keep them. Yeah. So bless you. Yeah. It's always really hard to find people. I'm sorry, I don't know names, but you're wearing a purple jacket. You're the young kind of teenage girl. Yeah. What was your name? Megan. Cool. So I really just saw a leadership gift on your life, and I feel like God is saying that you're called to really big and great things. I also just felt like God say, don't be afraid to start something now because you might be young, but what you start now is actually going to produce fruit for the rest of your life, and you're not actually going to realize it until later on in the track. But yeah, I just really feel like even like little things like a prayer group in school, I don't know if you go to school or what, but just like little things that you might be like, oh, I'm not really the right age, or I don't know, but I feel like God's saying just start something now and don't be afraid to start it, because it's going to produce fruit that you'll recognize way down the track. Yeah. Jane, did you say your name was? Is actually had a word for you also, and it was really similar to what Hannah said, which is really cool. But I heard God say that, I was standing over there and you were like in front of me, and I heard God say, she carries something. And I was like, okay, like what does she carry? Like, that's cool. And I felt like it was, Hannah was talking about you holding a rose, and I actually like saw you holding something, like you actually were carrying something, and I wasn't sure what it was, so probably a rose. But I just felt like God was saying that He's given you that gift, and He's given you that thing to carry. And I felt like God said that the gift is, that what you carry is hope. You actually carry hope. So, I don't know how you say your name. Is it Janine? Yeah. So Janine's a online revival student at our school too. It's really cool. So I heard God say that you're a vessel that holds the glory, and He honors your faithfulness, and sees your sacrifice as worthy. And so I was kind of just reminded of the like alabaster box of oil, and how she poured it, of perfume, and she poured it on Jesus' feet. And all the other people, the disciples were like, but that was stupid, like why did you do that? But Jesus was like, this is what you're called to do, like to give everything. Yeah, so I just felt like God was saying your sacrifice is worthy, and everything that you've given to God is being seen as that. Yeah. So the couple in the middle in the yellow shirts, are you married? Okay, that's good. It's always so awkward. Yeah, so I just felt like you were revivalists, and I had this picture of your hearts like really bright and like burning really bright, and it kept intensifying, like it just was getting brighter and hotter, and it was like really intense to look at. And I just feel like God wanted to kind of remind you, I think you know this, but yeah, so remind you that you were qualified and you were called and you were known by God, and that this intensity and this fire is a gift, and it's not a gift only for you and your family, but a gift to the place that you're planted. So I don't know if you're planted in this church, but where you're planted, it's a gift to. And it's valuable. Yeah. Alright, the last one I have is the young girl right at the back. You have a white scarf on. Yeah, you're turning her, you have braids. Yeah, you. Yeah. So I thought I was done with all my words, and when I was just about to come up, you were really highlighted to me. Like I just felt like God was like turning around and look at her. You were just highlighted to me. And I just had this picture of you wrapping like sporting tape around different parts of your body. So it's like your elbows and your like calves and different areas. And I felt like God was just saying this is a season that He's preparing you. And it's like you're about to, it's like, if you think about this analogy, it's like you're about to go on the field and start playing the game and start playing the sport, but right now you're taping yourself up and you're preparing yourself. And I just really feel like you're called to really big things, but right now this is a season of just preparing yourself, preparing your heart, wrapping up the areas that need bandaging. I'm not too sure, my brother plays soccer, but he would wrap the parts that would be used the most so they wouldn't tear. And so it wasn't even a thing out of fear or of injury, but it was just like as a precaution kind of thing. I don't know if that's fully correct, but I just feel like that's why you're in this season. It's like you're actually just wrapping up the areas that are going to be used and that are going to be strengthened as well. Sorry. Yeah, I just feel like it's the season right before you're being launched out, and so it's a really important season. Yeah. So I just have a quick couple of words of knowledge, like Hannah and Keely had. So I had the name Melissa. Is there a Melissa? Actually, when I heard it, I thought it was Marissa or Marissa. Anyone like really close family member? Yeah. Oh, I got the word last night. Okay, that's cool. And I got the name Matthew, and I felt like it could be someone's brother. Matthew. No? You have a brother named Matthew? Okay, cool. Is he saved? Okay, cool. Can I pray for you at the end? And cool, I'll do it. Yeah, that's it.
I just have a word of knowledge. This might be a little strange, but I just really felt there was someone here with a fear of dogs. And it was like there's been this point in your life where something like a bad dog was like vicious or something, and it's just like wrecked it for the rest of the dogs. No, and it's like every time you see a dog, it's almost like paralyzing, and it might be like funny that I'm saying this, but it like for you it feels like a really serious thing. So if that person is here tonight, I'd just like to pray for you at the end if you want to come up. Cool.
Awesome. Aren't they amazing?